I don't think he is tonight, unfortunately. Okay, let me grab something to drink, and I'll jump into something here. Okay.
Guys, are we level 4?
Yes.
Yes, we are level 4.
You are all level 4. Okay, so tonight's game will be more of what I consider to be like traditional DMing, where I will, with one exception, I'm going to probably consult AI for prompts, which is amazingly beneficial in the moment where I'm like, how do I describe an elven forest? Because I just can't think of it right now. My browser has AI built into it. It's very simple. Can give me a couple adjectives or something to describe that, and it's made the task so much more bearable for me. What is going on here? Here we go. Last time we met in Waterdeep, you had stormed the the sewers of Waterdeep in search for Floon Blagmar at the request of Volothamp Gedarm, a well-known celebrity in Waterdeep, famous for writing Volo's Guide to Monsters, Volo's Guide to Waterdeep, and other various Enchiridions. Volo promised you that he would pay you a rather handsome sum, I would say, for the simple task of finding, locating, and saving his partner in all of his affairs, Floon Blagmar. You ended up finding him in the sewers, captured by an orc and a mind flayer. Well, the mind flayer didn't really stick around for long when you started blasting, and I think all of you were quite glad that he didn't start blasting.
Yeah.
At least he seemed to hold back in his attacks. You managed to scoop up Floon in his barely capable state at the moment and book it out of there back to the safety of the Yawning Portal Tavern, at which you met Volo, and Volo was extremely grateful. He ended up compensating you with what he originally promised, the 100 gold per person. So if you haven't been able to add that to your sheet, go ahead and do it now. In addition to that, he transferred into the party's ownership the title to one Trollskull Manor set in Trollskull Alley in the northeast portion of the North Ward of Waterdeep. Trollskull Manor has a fun history to it, which you learned a little bit of while you were there. It used to be a tavern with apartments up above it, and since then it's fallen into some level of disrepair. Not shoddy, but it needs a little bit of work. And here's the cool part. It is still inhabited by the previous barkeep, except that the previous barkeep is a ghost and is invisible. He seemed to take a liking to you, though, when you went and visited. So as long as you keep on good terms with the ghostly barkeep, you might actually be able to kind of like leverage that relationship for your own benefit. I would emphasize
the ghostly bartender is going to be my new best friend.
I would emphasize the word might, because he is a ghost, and I may not have totally gotten it across last time, but he is a bit of a klutz for being a ghost, which kind of makes sense. I mean, he doesn't have a full physical body anymore.
You just can't be bar bag, though.
You know, like, don't give him charge of the drinks.
Dude,
You'll find something.
I wanted a ghost bartender. I don't care if he's clumsy, he's still the bartender.
Everybody. I'm not putting up with it. I mean, I'm not bartending anymore. I'm done. But
The next day.
We'll hire
Oh,
a
sorry.
We'll hire a trainer. Okay, listen. Guys, I'm pretty nimble, right? I'll talk to some
Teach an
guys.
old dog new tricks. What are you gonna do with a dead dog? You can't teach a dead dog new trick.
We don't know. We don't know. Maybe he
Oh,
can
we
learn.
do.
Oh yeah, have you ever tried to teach a ghost something, huh? Hobby? Have
No,
you
'cause
ever
I'm
tried
not
to teach a ghost?
stupid. I'm not stupid.
You know what?
No.
You know what? Listen, when he's flipping bottles in the air and making martinis one-handed in like a Tom Cruise movie, then
How about this?
You're all-
I'll let you do whatever your harebrained thing is that you have to cash roll the place until you figure it out.
I mean this is definitely a new adventure, but
Not training dead dogs, no.
You hear a knock on the door.
He'll be the door. He'll be the bouncer.
well, that's just ridiculous. Rizzy's the bouncer.
Knock, knock, knock. You hear a knock at the door.
Yeah.
Somebody
Oh,
go
I
get
did.
that.
Who is it?
Rizzy opens the door. Who is it?
Who is it?
There's a small human child looking up into your eyes holding a letter. Little boy. He's like, don't hurt me. This is for you. Goodbye! He runs away. Rizzy. Rizzy, you're left with the small letter in your hands. What do you do with it?
I give it to the ghost.
You give it to the the ghost. The ghost does not grab it, but he pushes it out of your hand, and it floats across the room and lands in Beatrice's hair.
I'm just glad it's not glass. I'm glad it's not full of liquids.
I'm telling you, that was skill. That was a skill.
Had that been a drink, my palm would have been annihilated.
Sorry.
A perm costs more than one of these glasses.
Sorry.
Promise you that.
My bad. My bad.
What I say? I'm gonna pull it out of my hair and read it. Let me work it out. Don't nobody touch it. I
I've
have
been
to
muted
kick it
this
out
whole time.
delicately, and I
I touch it, Liz.
move my curls around,
Listen,
and
this
I
guy's a,
smack Rizzy so hard. I just
this guy's got
I
skill.
touch.
Okay, that was
he
clearly
touched
an
the perm.
intentional
You know,
move.
shut up.
That's clearly an intentional move to push the letter into your head. Okay? Clearly he has spectacular aim. I think you guys are worried over nothing. He's gonna be a fantastic bartender.
Give Rizzy 2.5 points of damage after I just smack him and continue to move my hair out of the way so I can get it out of my perm. And I'll just turn this camera off now. But okay, what does the letter say? Now that I've extracted it and preserved the perm.
All right. Dear adventuring party, I, Durnan, proprietor of the Yawning Portal Tavern in Waterdeep, am writing to propose a most intriguing opportunity. I've heard whispers of your esteemed establishment and your recent acquisition of the... just forgot the name of it. The Troll Skull Manor. And I believe our two taverns could benefit from a joint venture. Here is my concept. Imagine a tavern that combines the warmth and camaraderie of the Yawning Portal with the eerie charm of of Troll Skull Manor. We'd seek to create a unique experience, blending the best of both worlds, to attract adventurers, thrill seekers, and those who dare to face the unknown. I would suggest that we would have a selection of rare exotic brews and potions sourced from the farthest corners of Faerun, a menu that caters to the tastes of both the living and the restless spirits, regular events such as ghostly storytelling sessions and haunted history tours, and a special haunted hour where patrons can interact with the resident spirits. But why should you partner with me? As a seasoned tavern keep, I've learned to navigate the complexities of running a successful establishment. I believe our combined expertise would make our joint venture a resounding success. We'd split the responsibilities and profits equally, ensuring that both of us would benefit from this partnership. If you're willing to consider this proposal, I'd be delighted to schedule a meeting to discuss the details. We could explore the possibilities of merging our taverns and creating a truly unforgettable experience for our patrons. Looking forward to hearing from you and potentially starting this new chapter together. Durnan, proprietor of the Yawning Portal Tavern.
I'm
Terrible
down.
idea. Terrible
I'm
idea.
down. I'm down.
To manage it for us, I think it's great. Have you
Yeah,
ever
except
managed a
here's the
food
thing.
establishment?
Except here's the thing. He is his direct business for our business to fail, right? We're his competition. We're right around the corner, and we have a ghost. We're his competition. How is he gonna merge the business?
Hold on, I gotta switch off of my computer to my phone, so I'll be right back.
What's so funny?
Everything. The whole thing is funny to me. I don't know why.
Am I being ridiculous? Is this
No, it
not
just-
like, hey, new guy, let me manage my competition for you.
Durnan's just here to
My
steal your
accountant brain
business.
just says- yes,
Okay.
my accountant brain just says conflict of interest.
I kind of agree.
Like, I don't see how, like, he stands to gain from our business
running
being
too,
successful.
especially, yeah.
Right, like,
I know. I was tempted for a second because I was like, oh, he's just going to manage it and we'll just come collect. But yeah.
I think a manager's a good idea. I think we should definitely hire one. I don't want to run a tavern. I want to hang out in a tavern and own a tavern and make money in it.
Yeah, I thought this was gonna be our house or something.
That's true.
I mean, it is. You don't live in a tavern?
Oh, I mean, I have a house.
You
But I would
do?
move to the tavern for sure.
Me and Rizzy both. We live in the same town. The dockside.
Yeah, I have a house over in the Seaward.
Yeah, that seems real like temporary housing to me. Like you're just staying in a hotel because you ain't got nowhere better to go.
No, I have an actual spot, but I would happily move to the tavern.
No, it's super long term. It's part of Rizzy's job. He gets food and board,
Yeah.
and I get a discount rate because I'm there all the time.
And he gambles people's stolen money back to. Oh, never mind. Never mind. That's not too soon, isn't it? I completely forgot who you were. I'm sorry. Never mind. He doesn't do anything with people stolen. He doesn't steal money. That's
Yeah, he
ridiculous.
does. That's already been established.
Shut up.
It's fine.
I'm messing
You're out
with
here.
you. I'm messing with
I
you.
apologize. I did not realize that he was gonna be cool. Honestly, it was not personal at all. I don't even remember it.
Beatrice, you notice
Yeah.
that there is another envelope that was stuck to the envelope that you opened, and it's an entirely different letter.
Oh, what's this one say?
It's a small postcard. It says, the Benefactor sends his regards. You have been noticed. He asks for your presence at his lordly estate at 784 Inmar Street, Northward, 6 p.m. this Monday.
That's not good.
Wait, read that one more time.
The Benefactor sends his regards. You have been noticed. He asks for your presence at his lordly estate.
Is our benefactor not? Oh, it's Volo. Okay. Oh Lord, he's gonna want to do some other crazy stuff.
Are we sure? It's him?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Well, he's the one that signed it over to us, right?
That it didn't say your benefactor. It said the benefactor. It's some
Right.
dude's like gangster name.
Can I do an insight check for the city? Like
I love how
insight?
I can never make anything sound not suspicious to you guys. It's always like this guy's gonna knife us for sure, and all he wanted to do was offer you pint of ale.
Are you telling me that that other bartender, that other owner, is definitely going to run our business just as good as he runs his own business for half the profit?
Well, you might give Dan too much credit in knowing how to screw people over.
I forgot who I'm working with. I apologize.
But also, that
I'm
is how, like,
devious enough to come up with this plan.
that is how, like, rich people get richer. They, like, keep buying more.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. Maybe the letter from Durnan is like I was kind of tossing that in your court just to see how you would handle it. Mainly because I role-played Durnan talking to the other party about, did you hear that there was another tavern that was recently acquired? So I thought I would see how you guys would react to that.
We do need another job, so the Benefactor might be able to provide that, I guess?
Yeah, I'm not opposed to the meeting. I just don't want to assume it's Bolo.
That's very fair.
Can I still do an insight to see if I know who this other benefactor could be?
Yes,
If there's
yes,
someone
absolutely.
in town that has.
Yeah, would Dar recognize the address of a prominent noble?
Who?
Who?
Durlin? Or Durlim? I said it wrong. Well, yeah, go ahead and do an insight or history check. Either anybody who would like to, yeah. Go ahead.
I only got a 9. I don't remember. I know we set up different insights and stuff at the beginning, and I don't have that. So I just
well,
got a regular insight.
Yeah, it would be a regular insight because there's nothing particularly like. So we did
Can I have advantage because I'm a local,
Ooh, 15.
born and raised?
Yes, actually, I would give advantage to anyone who's a local. Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, cool.
Heck yeah, I'll do a
Thank
reroll.
God. Yes!
15 again.
What'd you get, Liz?
Everybody,
15 and
Go-
18. Right? Yeah. Geo got
Nice.
15. I got 18.
any
Nice.
rolls, Zach?
No, you're good. You're not a local.
You're not a
You would
local.
have no idea who these people are.
You're one of those people, and I put it the other
Rizzy is like the who, the what?
Who what?
The who what? You other two recognize this as a figure that has been spoken of with how would I describe it? Like with good.
He's got a good
Like-
reputation.
Yes, thank you.
With reverence or deep reverence or reputation?
Yes,
Like,
thank you. Yep, took the words out of my mouth. That's what I was trying to say. And so the benefactor is somebody that people are like, well, I really hope that I could gain his favor because once in a while you run into something tough and you're like, I need somebody who's higher up who can help me, and none of these nobles like me. But there's this one noble named the benefactor who seems to be almost like philanthropist. Like he will reach out to people who are in need, or he offers help to people who are trying to do something noble.
would he happen to be from House Erlingstar?
No.
Damn. Okay.
Okay. Well, either way, I like this guy. I like the way he operates. I
My
look forward
father's,
to the opportunity to do business with him.
My father's acquaintances with him, so I think we're in good company. Yeah. He might have run some security. I don't know exactly what he did business-wise with them, but we're not like beholden to House Erlingstar. They don't own us or nothing.
Right. Just
Absolutely.
Some of them might
primary
think
contract.
they do, but they don't.
Right. So the invitation is to. I will point it out on the map. Actually, let's move you to the real map instead of this silly one.
Dan, take a look at my apron.
What is
He
it?
controls the spice, controls the universe. That's so you. Oh, that's great. I love it. I love it very much. Okay. I'll just be honest with you guys. The benefactor is somebody of my own creation, so he's not in the lore. So, try to do my best to portray the NPC in a fun way, but there is no material for me to work with other than what I made. So, if you are on the map and you scroll to the top right section of the North Ward,
I don't see
there.
a map.
Oh, you don't see a map?
I just see a white square. Why is this? Pew, pew.
What happens if you refresh?
I just did. I'll try again.
There's no dynamic lighting on this map. Maybe you're zoomed in the blank space?
No.
I'll try swapping us between two maps and see what happens. It's not so important how far away it is, but my point of showing you on the map is that it is you're at Troll Skull Alley and you're only about 500 feet away from this residence, actually. So it would only take you a minute or two to walk there.
Oh, so it's like our neighbor, basically.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yep. So I did drop a little. It's 784 in red text in the upper right corner.
Just for
so
Jared.
I know. I'm sorry. I wish yellow showed up better. There's literally the colors it gives me are really awful sometimes.
Okay, I can't see the map anyways.
Yeah.
No, and Dan, when you have stuff like little like stuff like this, no color is ever gonna show up well. Like there's
Yes.
just
Yep.
I know what it is. Dan, you gave me, like, GM. ability
Oh.
to map up my own.
Oh. Okay. That makes sense. Were you able to find the map that we're supposed to be on? Oh.
Not breaking it.
Hit Control Z a couple times until it goes back where it was.
Yep.
Almost there.
Yep. Yep.
There we go. Back to where it should be. If you go to the token layer, that'll be less likely to happen. Okay,
Wait.
so what do I want to do with this? So, okay, so he asked you to show up this coming Monday at 6 p.m. Well, it is the weekend, and so you've got lots of time to kill, as in like 2 days before, and then the better part of an entire day on Monday before the Benefactor would expect your presence at 784 Inmar Street.
I have to go get another perm. I gotta get my hair done again. I gotta be looking good. My
No
claws
perm.
are
Sewer,
now.
you definitely need a perm. After that sewer, you definitely need a perm.
You've
Can
also
you believe the shower I had to take after that completely? Oh my god! None of you boys are ever gonna roll an actual like salon encounter, but just know that like my hairdresser goes to histrionics when I walk in. I mean, absolute like. My beautiful work. Have you been walking around the city in daylight like this? Because people know you come to me, and I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed. And I'm like, look, honey, just do my hair and throw in some quick nails, and I'll tip you double. I'll have someone make you a drink at the bar. And I don't know. I'll bless you. I'll bless you. You just gotta help me. I'm going to see the Benefactor tonight. Yeah. I whisper to her because I don't want everybody else in the salon knowing, because like the whole state will know.
Are you kidding me? You just told your hairstylist the entire
Yeah,
like,
because
salon's gonna know
no,
2 seconds later.
no, they don't. Because this right here, Gio, don't mansplain to me. This is a sacred relationship, okay? She knows I'm never coming back to her again if she's spreading my stuff all over town. Same with her. I know intimate details about this woman's life. I know more than her husband does, but don't tell him that.
Wow. while this.
Honestly, though, she's a talker. He probably doesn't care that much. He's probably glad that I'm around.
Okay, so that happens to Beatrice.
And like my nails, like you think they're gray. You don't know what it is, but they have like this iridescent sheen when the light catches them correctly, exactly like I want them.
They're magical.
But they are like a lot cleaner and whiter than they should be. Like no one's fingernails
Where'd you get the
actually.
polish
look like
from?
that. You don't need to know. Trade secret. I dip it in the blood of unicorns.
House Langolin is the house of Geo, right? Or I mean of Durlam.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So, while you're killing time, there's talk about in amongst your family about how the castle ward seems to be increasing in its I guess you could say like status. It's improving. One of the biggest improvements is recently the Adventurers Guild was opened up over there, and it seems like it's very good for the city. Might catch your ear if that's something you're interested in.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I also want to express a newfound interest in service establishment management to the family, and see if I can, if I got an uncle or an aunt or a cousin somewhere that like is managing like restaurants or taverns or something. Like if I got a kind of a lesser member of the family that's doing that, that is good at it, that I could learn from and maybe approach about a side gig.
Yes, actually, there is somebody. You know of a. It's not a member of the family, but it is a trusted friend of a member of the family, so could be essentially considered a family member. Alara Moonwhisper is a seasoned tavern manager, born and raised in Waterdeep. She used to work at the Yawning Portal Tavern, but has since left. Very natural with this sort of stuff, good with handling conflicts, keeping patrons happy, very loyal, goes to great lengths to make sure things are done quickly, has a sharp wit, works well under pressure, is good in all kinds of things tavern management. In fact, she's pretty skilled in just running a business in general, so she would likely be able to increase your traffic if you give her enough time.
This is perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for.
Like snaky talent from the Yawning Portal.
No, listen, I got this through family connections, fair and square, sir.
It's a dental. Like, I'm excited about it. It wasn't meant to be mean. Would you calm down? Jesus.
While all
Yeah.
this is happening, what you don't know is that Beatrice has moved in Christopher to do the same thing. I was trying to find a manager too. I was like, Gio, look no further. I know you got no
Absolutely not.
family to turn to, so I got the closest thing you have to family. Christopher.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Chrissy, I love you dearly. You will never touch
What?
my money.
Oh, what are you talking about? No, that's not Gio. I
Listen,
tell you money all the time.
no.
Well, now, how do you think I got this? And he just pulls up and sees like this ridiculous brand, like a tattoo, but cats can't get tattoos. And now that shows we're buddies.
Listen,
We got
Chrissy,
matching ink on.
Chrissy, we are definitely buddies.
buddies.
We are definitely buddies. We are definitely buddies. Which is
Yeah,
why
This is what you do
which is
for
why
your
I
buddies.
know that I am definitely not gonna let you manage my bar. Okay? It's not gonna happen.
Can I at least make sandwiches? I gotta have a job.
Listen, I can hook you up with a job for sure.
My uncle
And it's
is
not gonna
on
be
me,
management.
dude. My uncle is on me, man, every day. You don't understand, every day. Christopher this, Christopher that, Christopher.
Yeah, Christopher, listen, I want to have sympathy for you. I really do. But here's the thing.
Then have
You got
some.
like 9 litters out there. You got like 9 litter mamas out there.
That's why I'm saying
You
just give me a
definitely need a
chance.
job.
Even
like-
just making sandwiches, just let me do something. But like, if you
Absolutely.
could tell her though, if you could tell Amber that I'm managing this place,
Absolutely
that
not.
would be great.
Amber's gonna bring her friends over. They're gonna want free drinks.
I think I'm just gonna stay at the
I never
Inventors
promised
Guild.
that woman free drinks. I never promised her free drinks today, so
Oh,
except
we
you
know.
know. Okay, I'm done. Sorry, bad long interaction.
That was great. Okay, so I asked AI for some reasonable numbers in terms of expenses and revenues. So it saves me a whole lot of work here. So for Elara to run the business, she would need you to facilitate. This is for all expenses. This is not her salary. Her salary is baked into this. She would need, at the minimum, right now, 650 gold pieces per month, which is a lot.
Per month?
But
This place is trash. I never.
But hang on. So Zach, I think you're operating off of a different system's gold like value, because from what I can tell, 5th edition things are vastly more expensive than previous editions.
Interesting.
So that's not that big of a deal. The revenue you would bring in at the start is going to be meager. It's probably going to be like a couple thousand gold, but once you get up there and you have lots of traffic and you have a lot of loyal patrons, you'll bring in like 20,000 gold a month.
Okay, so this 650 a month. That's a one-time initial, like, get us through the first month.
Yes,
And
as
then
traffic
you'll-
goes up, it'll get more expensive, but you'll have more revenue.
Right. Okay. Cool. Perfect. That's fine. I don't want to be like feeding this thing every month. I do need a return. I need some rate of return.
Well, good news is people already know that it's been repossessed, so you're off to a good start.
Excellent.
Rizzy is the what's it called? The bouncer.
Yeah.
Does that mean you just jump all the time?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna poach you from the dockside. You're gonna have to leave the dockside in the tavern and come stay at the Haunted Pint.
You have to work an honest man's job.
Moving his boxes down to the dockwood, he found himself a new job. No
He's gonna
one's
go
coming
take
for
Rizzy's
South
old
Shore
one.
in the dockwood. That's where you get them.
I mean,
Okay.
Chrissy, I told you, man, I can give you a job.
Okay, well, if you could just tell Amber that I am living in the dockwoods and working in the dockwoods, then she'll never come looking for me. That's what I should have told you originally. I was just messed up earlier. I was stressed out. Very sad. I went and talked to my counselor, my therapist, and we talked through it, and you're right. I need her to think that I live down in the dockwoods. Nobody
What
clicks
you
off
need to
the
do
one
is
from
get
there.
your act together, boy. What you need to do is get your act together.
You-
I'm starting to sound like my uncle and less like Gio. Where's Gio? Where's Gio? Past Gio's shoulder. Gio! I'm gonna go look for my boy. I'll talk to you later. It's nice meeting you, man. And I give him a good solid just about you handshake.
I love how
I've
much
known this guy forever.
you bring so much of the 21st century into a fantasy setting. It's hilarious.
What did I do?
Oh, that's funny. Okay. What do you want to do with this now that you have this information?
All right, Rizzy. How committed are you to this owning a bar thing?
Very committed.
Very committed.
Yeah.
Are you all of your gold committed?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Me too.
You would know Geo, that if you went and did some work for the Adventurers Guild, you'd get paid for it.
Right.
That's definitely our next move. But I need to get something into this random lady who I found through circumstance over here. Don't even remember her name.
Alara Moonwhisper.
Okay.
Miss Moonwisp over here. From what I can tell, top-notch management talent. Yeah, so we need to get something to her so she can start, getting things rolling. As far
Geo?
as suppliers, yes.
You better be glad we're broke. Don't you ever go out hitting your corners, getting your people to hire for our business. However,
I'm telling
hon,
you.
you cleaned up well, obviously, and I look at this, whatever his illustrious cousin's name is, who I think is just Geo Hooker. So here's what we got for right now. Was just going to be a trial run, okay? Say 180-day period of. We'll see how this goes. We got to go make money. Come on, I don't even have time to
I'm
tell you
gonna
what's
lean in to her. Just be like, just play along. She's a little slow. It's all the heat from the perm. I'm gonna say that real quiet so that I don't get overheard.
We gotta go make money, and we gotta go talk to a benefactor.
Yeah, we have several meetings, but okay. So hang on. Before we get any further,
One day, Gio's
Rizzy?
gonna have to slip because that sounded like a very, very highbrow thing to say. We do have several meetings. Yeah, I mean, we got this.
I'd like to make a mention of something quickly before you continue. It's likely that things will stack up quickly and you'll have like a bunch of stuff you want to do. So for my other party, I'm just writing down your greater plans for what you want to do on the card so that you don't lose track of what they are. So I'm going to write some of these things down that we talked about tonight.
okay. Beatrice, how committed
Yeah.
are you to running this bar?
I'm committed to charging Christopher. What was the overall number?
We need to get to $650 for the month.
Okay, well,
Between
I'm gonna
me
charge
and
him $550 in rent, and then I'll use 100 of my gold for the last thing.
Really not cut out for this business kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know about.
This isn't what I want to do.
Okay.
Look, Moon, you can step away. No, honestly, we need to get renters in here. So we're gonna get Christopher's rent, and I'll have there's somebody else, one of his friends. You should know someone to drag along in here that needs a place.
So, and there's material for you guys to build out Troll Skull Manor if you want. You don't have to. That's an option. We could have it all happen behind the scenes and have Alara spearhead it for you, and so you just get to come reap the rewards and have your own base of operations. Whatever you wish, you can probably make it happen.
My question is there enough room in the building for us to all have a room and still have rooms for rent?
I didn't think about that.
Let me check. That might be the case, actually.
If not, Christopher can rent my. We need the income, right? So I have a house and a different ward, but I can still hear, right? So I'm just trying to think of revenue streams, honestly.
What is he gonna pay us with?
I mean, obviously we're gonna do the Disney internship thing. Or
That's
we
still
give
not
him
revenue.
$900
not
bucks
revenue.
and then charge him $500 bucks. I don't
But
know.
you still
I'm
realize
talking a lot through.
that results in us having less money at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, I'm not an account. I really don't know.
Jared, I might have refreshed your page because I adjusted your character so I can
I'm
manage
seeing
which
the
sheet
inside of
you're
the
on.
building. Oh, this is the inside of the manor. Okay.
If you refresh your page real quick, it's going to set you back as a player so I can show you the pages and not have to tell you which page to go to.
No, I'm gonna have to run more bounties or something. One of us is gonna have to get a job to keep this place up.
So one,
Yeah.
2,
Not me and Rizzy are down.
3.
Rizzy, yeah.
Yeah,
Go
I'm
crack some
down.
skulls.
We can run bounties. I'm
I'm-
sure. Look,
I'm
I
ready to
know my
crack some
dad's
skulls.
got side work. I don't want to go back. To
That's
another
the
crew.
spirit.
I'm ready to crack some skulls.
You could go
Exactly.
crack some troll skulls.
Oh, we hold Rizzy fights every Monday night. Rizzy fights Monday night. We got this.
Listen,
I'm sure
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
my
Here's the thing.
dad's got some side work we can do. Like I don't want to go back to a team with them, like my family. But I'm sure he's got something he could throw us. We could get out of the city
Listen.
walls for a little bit.
You don't need to worry. You don't need to worry. It's fine. You don't have to go back to your dad. Listen, between the Adventures Guild option, we got a reputation now, okay? Also, the Benefactor's talking to us. It's probably not to give us money, right? Like, he probably
I mean,
just-
what's
he
the
probably
point of a
wants to work.
benefactor? That's literally in the name.
But you
We
don't know
gotta
this
give
guy. Like,
something though. We gotta
he's
give
gonna,
something.
it's gonna be a job. It's gonna be a job.
No, I
he's
know.
gonna
My
have a
dad
job
works
for
with
us.
him.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
really
great.
know him, but like, yeah, my dad, he's in the same boat, right? Like, he's not giving anything away for free.
You don't have to worry about a job. We're gonna have more work than we know what to do with. Honestly, this is.
I hope so, because this
telling
is
you.
expensive. It's nice, but it's, I got my lights to keep on. Maybe I sell my place. Now I probably that's right. And I can't really work for him anymore if I'm doing all this adventuring stuff. I should probably pay my 2 weeks to my landlord and boss.
You actually have a boss?
Well, I have a job. Some of
I
us
thought
do
you
something.
were just making that up.
It was your
No,
competition.
I was a bartender. You came in every night, Gia.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
No, I just didn't think that you actually legitimately worked there. I thought you were just going behind the bar
walk away.
like you do, like you did at the yawning portal, like you do everywhere.
Rained. I bled my soul into that place. And I walk out.
There's more gold in adventuring.
There's definitely more
Probably.
gold in adventuring.
You hear
That
from
makes so
outside
much
of the
money.
smoking stooth. You smell cigarette smoke. Probably. I don't normally smoke, but John brought it out of me tonight. You'll find out the waitresses. Let's go adventuring. I need to get, I can't, yeah. I like it.
We
It's
have-
just
we
very
have-
overwhelming right now. We gotta go talk. We gotta find a way to get out of town. Come on.
All right, let's go talk. Let's go talk to the Adventures Guild. See what they got. I'm sure there's gonna be some sort of initiation or whatever. Anyways, either way, I'm gonna give 200 gold to our new bar manager here to get started, and I'll get the rest. That's just to get what you need to get supplies and whatnot, and I'll get you more on the back end. We'll get me and Rizzy are gonna put our gold towards this for a little while. You're welcome
Like,
to
hey,
jump in.
hon, I know we can't pay you a whole lot. Feel free to stay here. It's better than these streets. You know what I mean? And I give
You're
her the
talking to
key.
Alara?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Alara.
I still think she's
Okay.
one of Geo's free girls.
I'm gonna pull
Um,
these and be like, B. In all seriousness, she is actually like an expert man. She used to work for the Yawning Portal. She's really good.
What?
Yeah, for real. You should
How
be
do
careful.
you-
I know people.
How was I supposed to know? No, I know you know people. That's how I thought I was talking to. I didn't know you knew those people.
I know
How was I
other
supposed
types
to
of
know?
people. I know other types of people.
You know of other. Okay, this is okay. That's I didn't realize that. I'm sorry. I thought you knew of other types of people, not that you actually knew other types of people.
I know other types of people.
I need to get you drunk one night. You've been holding out on me. We should have been better friends than we have been in the past.
I mean, we're about to be business partners. I think that's about as close as it gets.
Yeah. And I struggle walk off.
Okay, so the Adventurers Guild.
I really thought you were free girl. My bad.
The Adventurers Guild is in the southwest portion of the castle. No, sorry, northwest portion of the castle ward. So it's I did make a marking of it on the map. I'll show you. Just kind of show you these things so that you know roughly kind of where you're going in town, so you can plan out if you want to stop anywhere on the way. So that big circle here, sort of in the center of the map, is where I've placed my, not in the original lore, Adventurers Guild. I'm sure there is one, but I don't know where it is, so I made my own.
Is that right next to the actual castle?
Pretty close. And this one has...
That's dope.
This one has an arena, which is a lot like a coliseum. So, when do you head over there? I'm guessing you do.
Wait, sorry, I was not listening when you explained where this was. It's not the market.
It's the pink circle here with the red text that says Adventurers Guild.
Ah, down there. Okay. Thank you.
Yep. When you walk in, it is it's not super busy at this time of day, mid-morning, though things are picking up. You walk through a common area, and off to your left you see large, long tables with many seats. And it looks like the remains of a meal are being cleaned up by people who like are hired to work there. Servant types. And then in front of you is a room that's clearly for like running the place. This is like a clerk for like customer facing stuff, and also for lower level management of the place. So this would be the kind of person you would go seek out if you're coming in here for the first time. There's a nameplate on his desk, and he's just named Aaron. A.A. Ron. Just like our Aaron.
Hey, Ron.
And he says, welcome. I don't see any guild markings on you. What can I do for you? What brings you to the guild?
Looking for some guild markings.
I would say it's our understanding that you guys hire capable individuals, and we do jobs, and you pay real well. Is that accurate?
This is correct. Yes, we have a ranking system. If you wish to join, you would be initiate members at first, and then after a sufficient number of somewhat challenging jobs, you would get ranked up to the knight rank, or master, as some call it. What this would mean is that you would have responsibility for other lower level guild initiates, and you would be called on in times of need. We are a wing of the Fighting Fist mercenary group, so we also have a guild in Baldur's Gate. Though that is the original one. We are actually the satellite guild, so to speak. Actually, recently acquired a warden to watch over the operation, and he's doing a wonderful job. I'm sure you saw the tower, and he talks to you about how or you remember seeing a large tower with almost like a wizard roof on it, like your kind of generic wizard tower.
I remember watching that video. That took forever. Oh my god.
No, that's great. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Moon.
Yeah. Maybe I'm confused. I was kind of thinking I was already an initiate of the Adventurers Guild.
I can't remember if we talked about it. Did we?
A little bit. I think that's where, like, after Geo robbed me, I think I had to go to the adventurer. I went to some sort of guild. And that's why I was able to.
That works for
carry
me.
Weapons and stuff, right? So
that
I
works for me.
It was your Adventurers Guild.
Thank you. Now I remember it. Okay, and he says, "Oh, I'm sorry, Moon. I didn't see you there. Welcome back."
No, it's all good. I'm small.
Yes, you are, but you have a big heart.
Let me ask you a question. So, you may have heard about us. We recently solved a very impressive missing persons case, and took on several notable crime factions in the city, including what Volo call it, with the tentacles, with the face, Mind Flayer.
Xanathar goons? Oh, sorry.
Those two.
Yeah, the Mind Flayer, yep.
So do you think given that's enough to bump us up to the level where we get minions?
No, not at this time.
Okay.
You are not. You specifically, sort of excluding Moon here for the moment, are not as of yet contracted for the guild, so you would start fresh. But it's a point in favor of you becoming a initiate.
Okay, great.
Yes.
I'll vouch for you there, AA Mo. I weirdly blacked out during the time they're talking about, but I know for a fact it's true.
Are you making sure you're eating enough? I know you flap those wings pretty hard. I don't want you to run. I don't want you to keep fainting. Remember, they're
sensitive faith, constitution I have.
Remember, Moon. There, as a member here, you have access to the guild hall, so you can find refreshments here. That's part of the deal. So he kind of explains to you guys. There's a discount on goods and services here. There are rooms. There is a vault to hide and store valuable items. If you speak with the guild secretary at Baldur's Gate, whose name is Carmelo, he can actually link the two accounts, and so you could withdraw at Baldur's Gate what you have at Waterdeep, and vice versa. They also have training that they offer to you. And then for fun, or for, I guess, just getting a little aggression out of your system, they have scheduled fights. They have a couple different forms of them. You can either fight each other for fun. You can fight a magically conjured monster. And there's a bit of there's an element of randomness to this. It becomes quite chaotic. So this would be a non-lethal fight, and so you could actually fight like the Demogorgon if it got conjured, that sort of thing. Like it's extremely random. It's not of any particular monster type. It's just something is conjured by the guild spellcasters, and you get to fight it, and you gain XP if you kill it. But if you die, which isn't really dying, it's just falling unconscious, you don't get anything out of it. And then the third type... I
really feel Rizzy vibrating with excitement.
The third type is perhaps even cooler, depending on who you are. These are gladiatorial fights. And so you can be contracted to be the end of a criminal that is sentenced to death row. So they're usually made quite the spectacle, and there are large crowds of people that are called in to watch. Think of the Roman Colosseum. This is considered absolutely, totally moral, very ethical in this society, and you're actually considered quite virtuous if you fight these fight and execute these criminals. That one, however, they cannot make any guarantee that you won't get hurt or killed if you do it. So, it's not like the enemies or foes that you're going up against are gods or anything like that, and they're not equipped with mithril or something, or adamantine or whatever. They have basic gear, and you get to go kill them and make a spectacle of it and gain fame in the city of Whiterun as one of those gladiators that took down that mass murderer that was caught the other day.
We're over here going like, blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne. Like, we're straight up losing it.
Hey, remember, don't rage yet. Don't rage yet.
So these are the offerings. Go ahead, Jared.
Yo, over here real quick, buddy. Step to the side. Private conversation, real fast. It occurs to me, could that mass murderer maybe be other Geo?
That's
you picking up what I'm putting down?
Oh, I didn't hear that. Damn.
interesting thought. Oh, that's a fascinating and interesting thought.
We can get your whole thing back together.
Listen, I like this. I was under the impression that he was. I was under the impression that he was not going to make it. If somehow we can get it changed so that he comes here instead, would you be willing to help spring him?
I mean, I was planning to spring him the first time, and everybody was like, "No."
It would have been rough. Perhaps we could even.
We could at least look into it. I mean, like, it sounds to me like Gio's the kind of person that would be like, screw that, or let me go into the ring.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes,
I mean, I only
he's
knew him
not
for a couple
go down
of hours,
lightly.
but...
He's not one to go down lightly. He would prefer to go down swinging. Absolutely. Yes. No. This
I
is,
don't know. I don't know how you feel about the rest of the group seeing you fight you. You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like at that point, it's out of the bag. But
Fair point.
I would probably have Rizzy do it, and maybe we could even do some switcheroo where Rizzy fights me, we fake my death, this sort of thing,
We need a winner.
We definitely need
So quick out
a
of
Geo voice for a second.
game thing, it'd probably be a good idea to just safely place Aaron's character in case he's able to come back. I don't know what's going to go on for him, and he could rejoin. Yeah, just put him in the vault with nothing.
Should have made him
snacks?
one of the barkeep.
Yeah, he can run the he's
The
running
Monday night
book.
fights.
Almira's
Yeah, he's
training
running
him.
book.
Yeah, he's the
Right.
accountant.
He's trained by what's his face. That's not a lady of the night. That's about that.
He'd love that.
He's like super nerdy,
Yeah,
right?
see,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're real magic late now, huh?
we're
So
so
it's
magical.
okay. So this time, when I
Yeah.
give you an NPC to use it.
Depends on if I like him or not.
I don't like this NPC. I'd rather suffer.
If you make him not too complicated, I will help run him.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But while we're paused, Zach, did I throw you 100 gold pieces to help with the bar?
No, but you can.
Okay, I will.
Okay, fantastic.
Let's
so
see.
hey, we're almost halfway there. That's good. That's good. We haven't even worked yet. We're already halfway there.
Well, if you would like membership, all I need to do is take down your names, and we will give you a starting quest, and that will, if you come back, you will be inducted.
Excellent.
You guys-
Excellent.
You guys will like this. Mine was real fun.
We get jumped in.
Next.
And so essentially what I would do is I would take a couple minutes on a break here in a bit to decide which mission I want to give you. And it might be primarily theater of the mind, because I don't think I'd be able to put up a map quickly enough. And then by the time you're done with your mission, it would bring you closer to Monday, so you could just go meet the Benefactor whenever you want.
Okay, that sounds great.
Okay, so in that case, I'm gonna pause. I'm just gonna step away for a bit so I can let my brain work on it for a moment and figure out what mission I want to give you. And we're gonna go with that sort of the seat of the pants, rolling on tables sort of thing, and it's gonna be fun.
It's like type 5, type 10.
Yeah, I'd say
5.
loose 5 to a tight 10. Yeah.
Okay.
gonna have you guys help me. So I'll need somebody to roll some dice for me.
Gotcha.
All right. I need to zoom. Okay. So could you roll me a d6?
Yep. Space dice. That's a 1.
Okay. Okay. Master's Book of Traps, Puzzles, and Dungeons. That's the one I need. Page. That brings me to page 122. 22. Okay, now I need you to roll me a D100, please.
What's going on?
We are figuring out what we're going to do here. Anyone want to roll me a D100?
I got you.
We're talking about everyone or do.
I'm just rolling for Dan since Dan doesn't have to do it. That's a 44.
44,
Man,
okay.
You screwed us.
I'm rolling well below average today, apparently.
I like outsourcing all the stuff to you guys. Okay. All right, and now one more D100.
Alrighty. 74.
Nice. Let's see what that one is. This is the theme of the dungeon. Okay, this is a weird one. Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. I love the fuel it gives me. Okay, I might need more rolls as we go on, but for now, this will work. Okay, so
Just let me know.
So Aaron, the clerk, is going to say, the mission we have you going on is actually off the coast. It's further into the Sea of Swords. There's a small island. It's unnamed. There's a previous castle that was built there, and we need you to clear it of the ghosts. It's simple. We just need you to clear the ghosts from this castle so that we don't have any more reports of people sailing by the castle and being terrified and not going to the trade ports. So, no, it's not that big of a deal. It should be easy for you to handle. In fact, since this is your first mission, we actually are going to send a knight with you. And so this knight is going to facilitate as your backup. He is more experienced, and if you need any help figuring out what to do, you can just consult the knight. But otherwise, he'll take sort of a back seat and just let you guys test your mettle. He will also be giving us a report of your accomplishments on this mission. Does this sound agreeable to you?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And he sets you up with a generic veteran, maybe with slightly different weaponry. He also says the transportation to said island is prearranged. So all we need you to do is head up to the sea ward and board the ship. We'll call it the Lonely Oyster is the name of the ship. It's a small, what are they called? Sploof?
Swoop.
Swoop. That's it. Small swoop. And it should be adequate. It's not that far away. Sloop. Ah, that's it. Sloop. Yeah. The Lonely Oyster. Probably won't make a second appearance later in the campaign, just because I won't be able to remember that name.
Definitely gonna accidentally call it the Sad Clam.
It's not the first time you've used that name in my campaign. I think you've said it before about a tavern one time.
Did I?
So,
That's hilarious.
I think so. Okay. When you board, there's a very small, like, skeleton crew. The captain of the boat is a friendly fellow, and he fills you in a little bit. He says that this castle used to be owned centuries ago by a small royal family. This is sort of unaffiliated with Waterdeep. It was this royal family that really thought they could get away with colonizing the island and then trying to absorb as much land around them as possible. But they made a pretty serious judgment error, and they chose the smallest island. And so they ended up, like, subsisting for a while based on, like, connections that they had prior. But eventually that dried up, and they just were never heard of from again. So rumor has it that this royal family, which was slightly eclectic, hard to get along with, has, after they've died, come back to haunt the castle. And that they regularly, when they see ships approaching the castle at night, or going nearby to it, they jeer and mock soldiers and act as if they are going to attack the ship. But they never make good on the threat. However, because of the nature of them being ghosts, most people are scared away from there, and so it's made trade a little bit difficult. So if you arrive during the day, it shouldn't be any problem getting in there.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Yeah. You arrive at the Castle Island, and it's a hilarious, tiny, I don't know, maybe a square mile at the most, which is super small for a castle. And the castle in question is no better than, like, a mud brick construction that managed to just survive the times because of the trees that grew up around it, sheltering it from the rain and the elements. You can sail your boat right up to the island, and then you'd have to walk for like a couple minutes just to get up the hill to it. There's some pretty thick trees on the island since the place has been abandoned now for like 150 years. And nobody knows if anything lives in the forest. They know that there are ghosts in the castle, but they're not sure what might lie in the forest. So the ship's captain says, we're pretty sure this is going to be a hole-in-one, so to speak, but be careful. We don't want you dying on your first mission. And the veteran backs him up on that and says, not under my watch they'll die. They're my responsibility.
Yeah, what he said.
I want to make it clear. Before we left the guild hall, I grabbed my battle axe.
Oh, what?
How big is this battle axe? Is it like this tall?
Yeah, I need somebody to carry it for me for now.
Is it for when you get really big?
Yeah. It's the one thing I have that doesn't shrink and grow with me when I do that. So you gotta carry it for me, and then when I get big, toss it to me.
Is that Rizzy's responsibility? Rizzy carries the great axe.
Yep.
Is it great axe or battle axe?
I just have a battle axe, but for
Okay.
you know, for flavor, it's big.
It's a pretty good axe. Okay. Let's see let's get some survival checks once you get there, eh? Why not? First roll of the night.
Where's Zach? What's my
Natural
survival
one.
check?
Dirty
Yeah.
20! Oh, bless your heart, Moondrop.
Where's Zach?
What'd Moon get?
Natural one.
Zach, do you happen to be muted?
He's not.
I just so happen to be muted. Sorry, buddy. Jake, your survival is a +0, so that roll that bottom 0 there.
What I'll do is I'll average the
19.
rolls.
19.
19. Okay, so far we have 40. What's Zach have?
Rizzy has a 19, Dana.
Just a 22.
Okay, so
Rizzy has a 19.
I don't know what. You know what? I don't really need the exact.
City boy out survival the ranger.
You know what? Literally by 1 point. So.
By 2 points. So now we know what math wasn't your strong suit. B.
Well, what did I roll? I rolled an 18, and you got an. Oh, never mind.
Well, that comes out to a group average
I got a
of
dirty 20. I got a dirty 20. I'm stupid. I didn't get a
12.
dirty. I'm sorry. Never mind. I'm just gonna take it because I'm dumb.
Oh.
I was not thinking.
Group average of 13, we'll go with. A little unlucky, but you can tell that there are tracks from a creature of unknown type that are scattered about in the woods. And so just to be clear, the ship and its crew are waiting for you to be done. They're not going to leave without you, unless extenuating circumstances happen. And the veteran is with you, and he's going to let you take the lead. He's there to help. He's not there to show you what to do. He can help if you need help. But
What's your name again? I completely forgot to ask on the whole journey over here. We did not introduce ourselves. My name's Beatrix DeLuca. The DeLuca family, kind of.
his name is going to be
Hufflepuff.
Matthias, with a T sound. Matthias.
It's always a cool name.
Yeah.
Strong name for a human.
Why, thank you.
Cooler than what I had recommended.
Matthias Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
You know, I like the sound of that, but Hufflepuff is not my last name.
Is it Matthias?
Well, to be honest, surnames are not that important, so I never found out what mine was.
It would have been so cool if you're just like, Matthias is my last name, and then walked away.
You know, on second thought, that would have been pretty cool.
Okay, so we're here to... I wasn't paying attention. We're here to kill something?
Kill ghosts. We have to
We
get rid of
clear
ghosts.
out the ghosts.
Ghost. Oh, shit.
No paladins, no clerics, just us. Let's do this thing.
Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters.
Busters.
Does anybody have magical weapons or silver weapons at all?
Nope. I have a mace.
I have metal on my scimitars.
I didn't think this through.
Oh.
We most certainly didn't even think
I
about
can
silver
sharpen
weapons.
down pieces of gold and throw at them. Like little,
Once you are inducted as full members, excluding Moon, of course, as he is already a member, you are welcome to use the services or buy weapons if you need. You can also rent them. It's an option. Yes, there's lots of perks.
I have our weapons silvered.
Yes, absolutely. It'll cost, but you could do it.
We gotta head back.
Oh no. Oh no. There's no going back now.
Well,
plus, you would be paying full price, those of you who aren't members yet.
I can't afford to go back. I was just about to say that. What are we gonna buy with nothing?
I mean,
Ruthie has a mace. Does that count?
Not for the ethereal, hun. Not for the ethereal. Let's go see what we can do. Let's go see. Maybe we can reason with them. Maybe we can talk to them. I'm not talking. I'm not doing any of the work this time.
You are gonna do the work.
No, I'm not charisma's awful.
can you do some of the work?
I can show you how.
Sorry.
Well, as you're walking through the forest making all kinds of noise, you hear the sound of a twig snapping in the distance.
Beatrice,
Yep, and my hair's standing up, my back is arched. I'm just like,
Beatrice,
what?
you need to get your shit together. Okay? Listen, it's gonna be an incredibly long day. If you
Guys, there's
screech
something in the
at
woods. Shut
everything.
up.
Thank you.
What direction did it come from?
It came in front of you to the left. And I would say that's in the general direction of the castle. This castle's in front of you. Can I get... Oh, shoot. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Say,
does it seem like we spooked something that like flew off, or is something watching?
it... Oh, probably insight, I would think.
It's probably like a dog or something.
Wait. Sorry, I have advantage on insight. Let me double check why.
He's just really wise.
Alright, it's one of my runes,
What
I
is
think.
my physical traits? I shouldn't.
Ooh, I got a 6 and a 9 for a total of 9.
So, remind me what we're rolling for again. We're trying to figure out if it was like a twig snapping or something like that.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Is it something? Did we spook something that like ran off, or is it a threat?
It is very hard to tell with the limited information you have, but it doesn't sound like anything running away from you, and it's not like birds taking off into the air or something like that. It sounded like a twig breaking on the ground. At the
Overwatch, and I fly up to the near branches. Take a
Oh,
height.
Do you want your axe back?
I can't parry it yet. Don't worry.
Boo, let me know if you need any help. Sorry, I just remembered. So I have Natural Explorer at the Ranger, and because I'm from the Sea Ward, my favorite terrain is a coastline.
So that would apply here.
So I can't become lost except by magical means. I remain alert to. So I wouldn't have actually got scared. My bad. I remain alert to danger, and even when you are engaged in another activity, you can move stealthily at a normal pace. While alone, I guess. I find
Nice.
twice as much food, and while tracking creatures, you learn the exact number, sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area. So yeah, I can track anything, so much stuff. I can go help. Here goes one way around the island, I'll go the other way.
Okay. I was going to say, right as you two do that, Jacoby has an imposed wisdom saving throw put upon him.
Uh-oh.
I'm not Jacoby. Was it
Rizzy.
Rizzy.
Oh, I made that mistake. Jacoby's not here, but Rizzy also gets it imposed on him. Yes.
Okay.
Thanks, Jake.
You're welcome.
Okay, Jake, go ahead and roll a +0.
Okay, plus 0. 19.
19. That's a pass.
Again,
You know that something tried to frighten you just a moment ago.
are you gonna tell anybody?
There's something there. Very, very scary. So watch out.
Can I make a perception check or something? Now that
Absolutely.
I've been alerted to this.
Absolutely. Please do.
Natural 20 for a 27. This is literally what I'm best at. Is the sleight of hand.
Why can't... Okay. I got distracted. So, you are able to identify that the thing that tried to frighten Rizzy is the source of the snapping twig, and you can see a bit of a silhouette standing beside a tree, off to at like 11 o'clock relative to you.
How far away?
50 feet.
I would like to casually stroll, like, not quite at that, but like, I don't know, maybe do a stealth check and like try to kind of pretend like I'm not keeping an eye on it as I get close enough to fire into that silhouette with my hand crossbow.
Okay. As you start to move, it dips behind the tree. And now Beatrice has an imposed save upon her. Same thing, wisdom save.
$15.
Okay, that's a pass.
Yes.
Beatrice, since perception is the same skill origin as this save, I'm going to say you also kind of glean a little bit of where this attempt to frighten you comes from. The hairs on the back of your neck stand up, and you realize that there is a figure, dark silhouette, standing on a rather thick tree branch about 12, 15 feet up in the air on a tree behind you. And as you turn to look at it, you notice that its hands and legs are spindly. They don't seem to have much substance to it. It seems
That's
to be
terrifying.
wearing rags, and it has a wicked-looking smile on its face.
And I was about to ask if it saw me, but I want to read this Umbral site note. There's something, Zach, and you kind of remind me of it every time, but I can hide from him in... Are there shadows, I guess?
No. It's if your enemy is if somebody is reliant upon dark vision to see you, you're invisible. So you have to be in darkness.
Okay.
Like actual darkness.
No, I'm not.
And
Then
they have to be using dark vision.
Either way, okay. Do I know if they see me yet? Then
It's obvious to you that this one above you can see you.
Damn.
It has
I'm gonna
not.
bring out my scimitars. And
Okay.
I'm not gonna advance on it. I'm just gonna take him out.
Well, he's 15 feet up.
And see what he
Chio's
does.
got his gat ready.
Are we all still in the same group?
Well, you
I
and
thought I
Moon
jumped
split
away,
off.
Right.
Yep.
I'm alone.
I'm just up above.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought we were all sticking together.
Well, Beatrice had made a point of saying she was going to go around the island and try to find. I think it was the source of the sound.
Deeply unfortunate for her.
It is.
Indeed.
And hold on, so make sure my phone also doesn't die. So does he have any reaction when I just like, take him out and like stand at the ready, right? I'm just not advancing yet.
He lets out a little bit of a wicked cackle.
Interesting reaction. I call out to him.
You call out to him like you just say that to him? Just that? Okay. The wicked laugh peters off as he seems to take very little interest in talking to you. He shifts his weight onto a different branch and disappears from your sight on the other side of the tree.
I
tree
follow
trunk.
him. I jump after
Okay.
him. I pursue.
As you walk around the tree to see where he went, you find that he is not on the tree anymore. You can't see him. Unless you do a successful perception check.
Yes, let me. And if I go away, it's because my phone died, but hold on. Son of a bit, 9.
He is, for all intents and purposes, disappeared.
Okay, then in that case, I want to keep running around the island. Like, if I was on a clock, would I still be moving away from the party for right now?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know why.
I don't want to be like moving back toward the party, right?
Yeah,
I
could.
It's following me. Essentially, that's what I'm trying to accomplish by going away from them.
Okay.
I want to see if this thing is following me.
With your more hurried movement, it's hard for you to tell if you're being followed. You don't immediately see any more silhouettes. Your venture brings you up closer to the castle walls as they get closer to the waterline, and the hillside gets really steep, so it'd be really hard for you to walk lower down, further away from the castle. Kind of posing you with the opportunity to either continue in what is going to have to be difficult terrain, because it's more than just difficult terrain for you, or turn back. One of those two.
I'm gonna turn back for right now and let them know what I found. Like, obviously, like, entity wise, but also if we get a chance, geography wise. But yeah. So, do I need to roll to make it back?
No. Do you want to just like retrace your steps so you don't get turned around?
No, I'm just gonna sprint back to the group.
Oh yeah, you should be able to do that. Piece of cake.
All fours, just sprint back.
Yep.
Hey guys, hey. So, are we surrounded by trees at all, or are we in like in an open clearing area? Like, would we get hit by lightning if there was a storm?
Well, you're definitely among trees.
Shit. Okay. Something might have followed me back. There are shadow creatures, for lack of a better term, right now in the forefront of my head. So no, I didn't take a chance to see what they really were, but like Slenderman looking, lanky, weird shadow ghoul goblin kind of thing. So I might have been followed back by one.
I also saw one. I was not close enough to shoot it though.
They're not incredibly aggressive. I tried like, yeah, I don't think they want to fight. Does that make sense? So like I saw him and I pulled my scimitars out like, you know, let's knock, right? And then they just giggled at me and I was like, her, and then like they just didn't fight. So like I don't think they're trying to throw hands.
Good, then we should throw hands first.
I tried to when he tried to like turn tail and leave. Little punk. Dare you not fight a woman?
There's an image so you can kind of have a feel of what it's like, maybe. Not perfect, but it works.
Yeah.
Wait, where are we at? I lost this message.
All right. Well. Maybe I will switch from hand crossbow to short bow. I'm assuming that, like, because we're going on an adventure outside the city, we would have all of our gear that we normally don't carry, right?
I would think so. Yeah.
I mean, like, it'd be safe to assume that, like, I even though I didn't previously say that I have my rapier, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, no more creatures around you. The sneaky monster things don't seem to make a reappearance here. After a few minutes, you're pretty sure they've moved on.
It's probably what's making the guns.
There's not much places to move on to. Right.
Well,
Okay,
keep going.
also, though, on the other side of this island, it gets really treacherous. So, like, I forget exactly what you said, Dan, but, like, even I couldn't get through it very well. I think there's steep hills.
Yeah.
The parapets are, like, right on the outside. Like, right on the... Yeah. So, it's not easy to get around, but we gotta get in somehow.
I mean, obviously they have like a front door, right? So let's just walk up that. Like they had an easy way.
And
to
this
get
place
in
is ruins, so it's not like it's dead bolted anymore.
right. Let's check it out.
Okay.
I'm gonna. I'll lead the march on if we want. Seeing as I had the highest survival roll and all.
Shut up. Go ahead.
And I'm gonna have my short bow out, and I'm gonna pop anything that even looks like it might be an enemy. Anything that moves. From
Okay.
a leaf to a little squirrel to a Slender Man guy, they're all getting the bow.
Let's have a perception check, and if you want to be stealthy, a stealth check from each person.
What is
Perception
my
would-
check, Zach?
Perception is really only necessary from whoever's leading.
Your stealth is a +4.
Can I give one too if I'm like right behind
Can I roll?
Geo?
Yeah, that's fine.
Can I roll with a stealth, Dan?
Yeah, absolutely. It's towards the bottom of your sheet.
Okay.
I
Yeah, you
don't know
got it.
what
Okay.
number.
My perception is
Oh,
18,
12.
Dan.
Okay.
I got 12, Dan.
Thank you,
my
Jake.
perception is 19.
Okay. So you're the really perceptive one then.
And what's my stealth?
I got
18
a-
for stealth. Jake, you got a 12 for stealth.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. That's sufficient for now. So you don't believe that you are noticed by anything as you creep up to the edge of this castle. It has a large, basically like open maw for a door. The doors are hanging off of rusted hinges. Basically toothpicks of the boards left. Inside, when you look in, you see dust and cobwebs clinging to the floors, the ceiling. the walls. It seems like at one point there had been normal human activity in here. There are shelves and cabinets filled with various clutter, now all rusted and broken, rotting away. There are open books that seem to be water damaged. Their pages torn and yellowed. And up at the ceiling, there's a precariously excuse me, precariously hanging chandelier that seems like it's very close to falling down. It's very large. Like, large enough that if it were to fall and you all didn't move, it would crush all of you. Things smell musty, and you hear a very faint, haunting chuckle from up a set of spiral stairs that move along the interior wall up the tower.
I would like to make a perception check to kind of scope out this giant chandelier. And I want to see, like, one, is it rigged to collapse? Or to drop on us? And two, if not, where could I, like, cut a rope or shoot with an arrow to get it to drop, to use as a trap myself, if it isn't already being deployed as well?
Sure, go ahead.
Dirty 20.
Okay. It's an old frayed rope. Let's say you could pass a DC 15, like, or an AC. Let's say it has an AC 15. You hit it once, it only has one hit point. The whole thing falls.
Perfect.
Same goes for any other weapon, but it would be practically impossible to reach up there with a melee weapon unless you could fly.
I'm going to use a complicated series of grunts and gestures to stealthily communicate this to Moon. Can I make a performance check?
Yeah.
I have a +4 to performance, so that's 22. I am on fire tonight.
Wow, great rolls tonight. Okay, I would say you got the message across. So Moon knows what's going on.
I grunt back, and then what do I go do? Sorry.
No, I'm just communicating to you, like, hey, look at the rope up there. It's kind of frayed. It would be really easy to cut and drop that chandelier on our enemies if we could lure them underneath it, but also someone else could drop it on us if they tried hard.
Okay.
And being able to fly, you're in a unique position. I feel like with 22 I can communicate this. And being able to fly, you're in a unique position to very, like, easily just cruise up there and cut the rope.
Well, yeah, but like, do I do that now?
No, wait till we get somebody underneath it.
Yeah.
I'm just pointing that out.
Okay.
You hear a ghostly voice from up the tower. The sea is calling to me. That's it. That's all you hear.
You, Buster. We know you're not really a ghost.
Ghost alien.
I know it's not.
And then you hear a moan. Oh, the sea is calling for me.
It's just the wind through the windows, y'all, through the room. It's not actually a ghost. There's nothing here.
Oh, there's definitely something here. It's just not a ghost.
Did you say that out loud?
Yep.
Okay. That negates your stealth check.
Oh, shoot. I forgot I didn't stealth check. Okay, well.
Now you hear a different voice, also ghostly from up top, but this time louder and of a different tone of voice. I've hidden it all! There is nothing left!
Is that I've eaten or I've hidden?
I've hidden. I've hidden it all. There is nothing left.
Yeah, we don't want whatever it is you hid. We want y'all to stop being loud and scan away the business.
Right, no one's actually looking for this place, I swear to God. Like, unless we were told to come here, we would not
We literally had to be paid to come here.
have landed, right. And most people aren't.
I did it! I did it! And now I'm cursed! They're watching me! I remember the sound of the waves!
Oh.
And you see a bit of a glow at the top of the stairs where there would be kind of a hole where the stairs descend from the floor above. So you're starting to see the faint glow of ghostly light as it's slowly moving down the stairs. It's not complete. The creature's not visible yet. The monster's not visible yet. But the aura of light around it is visible. It would give you guys enough time and warning and notice that you could like hide somewhere if you wanted to.
Yes. I'm gonna very mindfully do that like, this time.
I'll do the same.
Yeah. If there's something like you said, there's a chandelier. Is there any way to like hide up, up by the chandelier?
Well, as somebody of your stature, you could probably just perch on it if you wanted to.
Would it be hidden up there, or is that like very obvious? You know, if the chandelier's lit, kind of thing.
It's not lit. This is a dark tower, and it's not in the field of view of anyone ascending or descending the steps. So I think it would actually be the most hidden.
Probably so, yeah.
I'll head up there.
I rolled a 17
Good.
for stealth.
Good. That is a pass.
Do I need to roll for stealth, Zach?
Yep, roll your +4.
I think I'm going to give Jared an automatic success. Yeah, Zach?
14, Dan. 14 for stealth.
I also got a 17.
Nice. Okay.
Move into physical dice.
It's okay. I'm giving you an automatic success for it basically being impossible for the ghost to see you.
That was my highest roll on D&D Beyond tonight, and it was an 8.
That's brutal, bud.
I do not like digital dice anymore.
I don't either.
Yeah,
I
they
got
haven't
really
been
into it for a
serving
little
me
bit.
well at all.
They're actually not really random either. They're just close to random.
I miss the Star Wars days.
Yes. Hey, actually, quick side note on that. I think I have access to the books, so I could potentially learn that system to run it in the future. That would be fun.
You would make me such a happy player. I kid you not. I have been trying to get a game going so that I could get somebody else to DM that for about a decade at this point.
Okay, so what's going on here? The ghost comes down the steps, followed by another one in what looks like more regal wear. And this one says, "I am the king. I will conquer the world." And his eyes seem to be like strangely brighter than the rest of them. They are basically human-looking royal figures. The first one coming down the steps is a young woman, and the other one is an older king. And they're completely spectral. They show up as like white figures. It's almost like the wind is moving their clothing. They kind of float slightly, and any sort of color variations are just like contrast between white and black, or maybe slightly like a midnight blue, more like. You hear the young woman in front say, "Mother, I'm sorry. I'll never let you down. The sea calls me. And they walk down to the bottom of the floor, and they start looking around and messing with the objects. And so they actually get kind of, this would be getting close enough that they might find you. And wow, okay, so the first one rolls a natural 20 on her perception check, and unfortunately nobody would really beat that. She sees Rizzy, and her previous, like, somewhat calm state turns immediately changes like the flick of a switch to inherent rage, and her face tightens and looks furious, and she hisses at you. And roll initiative.
Me?
Everybody.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
So where's initiative, Zach?
It's your +2 up there.
+2.
Yeah, physical thing, not 2.
Oh, not for me.
A 9.
I
A
gotta
9.
check on my thing.
I got a 9.
9 for Rizzy. I'm gonna just write them down tonight. Rizzy, 9. Okay.
That's terrible.
Beatrice.
26. Right here.
Wow. What did Geo get?
Geo got a 7.
I got a natural 20 for the enemies. Beatrice, was yours a natural?
No. No, it was a 19.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
+7 to initiative. So.
Nice. So I think I would call that a superset. The ghost supersede you in the turn order. So it goes ghosts, then Beatrice.
She did make the first move, yeah.
Then Rizzy, then Moon, then Geo, and then we start again. So, let me grab the actual stat block I want to use because I didn't have it yet, actually.
Yeah, I gotta look into something real quick. I thought I saw somewhere that 2-weapon fighting had to be 2 different weapons and not 2-handed. Like one in each weapon.
Yes.
Yes, but
Okay,
not
so
like.
It'd probably be stupid to have 2 scimitars then and fight with them mechanically.
No. We talked about this before.
Sorry.
When it says 2 different weapons, it doesn't mean 2 different types. It means 2 separate individual weapons.
Yes, okay, I'm done.
No, it's okay. It's confusing.
Okay.
But
Well,
you
because I
are-
want like one in each hand. Well, shut up, Zach. That wasn't even Gia. That was me. Anyways, sorry. Go ahead. The ghost is gonna go. But
Seriously, no.
I've always taken it serious.
Oh, okay.
Don't take me seriously, Liz.
These are fair monsters to throw at you. Okay. They're not really monsters. They're undead. Alright, so this is where it gets difficult for me. I'm just gonna grab our characters here real quick and toss them in, because I might need to actually see them.
There we go.
Alright, so I will put them on the map. And I'll just draw a little circle for the castle tower you're in. And then I'll just drop in a ghost. Creatures and monsters. Are you kidding me? I don't have a ghost. That's ridiculous. After all the material I've bought at Roll20, I don't have the ghost. Guess I'll do a skeleton. So just imagine this is a ghost. Oh, that's huge. Alright, everybody able to see that?
Yes.
Okay, so Moon's in the center. Oops. Geo's over in the corner. Beatrice is...
Okay.
Yeah. Beatrice is in the corner. Rizzy is a little further forward, which is why he was noticed. Moon is hidden. And then you got 2 ghosts facing off to you. At you.
Distance wide.
Okay, so Rizzy was seen, and so we got 40 feet. Let's move this to the map layer. There we go. Fix the grid, and then I'll be ready to get this show on the road. There we go. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. All right. This ghost moves right up to Rizzy and makes an attack. It's 5 to hit.
It misses.
Does a 21 to hit?
It misses. Does it miss, Zach?
Nope, that hits, bud.
That hits.
I like your attempt there. That was funny.
No.
It juked you. So. All right, the attack is 16. What? Plus 3. This comes to 19 necrotic damage as it touches Rizzy.
That misses. No, it's fine. I dodge it. That'd be kind of cool if I dodged it.
Stop for a second, Jake. I'm gonna fix your health points here.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop in what used to be Artisimber as your veteran friend.
Did I lose any health?
Yes, you did. Stop touching.
I'm not touching anything. I'm not touching anything.
Alright, buddy, you are barely above half health.
Dude, that's not good.
It's not good.
Womp womp wah 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 wah.
No, it's not.
I would like to take all of my silver coins and put them in a sock.
I should have
Gold's
ground
heavier.
The edges on my hand.
How do you close this back?
Oh, sorry.
Let's see, the other ghost, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. He moves up to your veteran friend and attacks him. And misses. However, that's not the only thing that happens. Nope, just kidding. That is, the other thing was actually an action, so never mind. All right, moving on to Beatrice.
1 second.
Any day now. No, it's fine.
And I'm going to do my best to make sure this ends before the turn of the hour, because I definitely do not want to start the new job tomorrow tired.
Yes, thank you.
And
I'm
we don't
already
want
starting
Zach
to phase a
falling
little bit.
asleep on us again.
I'm so sorry about that, by the way, guys. I really am.
That's
That
okay.
was bad. I was just, I was bushed.
I thought it was funny as hell.
1 second.
I could tell you were exhausted.
I was trying to hang on.
Up in the book.
Do you want to trade places with Rizzy?
Okay, hold on. Sorry, y'all. I thought I had this a second ago, actually.
So what it is you can use your bonus action to make an attack with your offhand, which you
Okay,
roll the
yeah.
dice, but you don't get the damage bonus, right? So like, typically speaking, for your main weapon, it's whatever your damage dice is plus your dex, right?
Okay, yes, like that first one is 21 to hit.
That will hit. Yep.
So then I use the damage for that one.
Yeah, roll that one straight. And then you roll the second attack.
That's 9 points of damage, so another... I'll use physical dice for this one. Oh, terrible this time. Physical dice did me wrong. Only a 10.
That one I think misses. Yep, that one misses.
But had I hit it,
Then you would have rolled just the damage dice and not added the modifier.
so just a 1d6. Okay, yep, I see it now. Thank you. It's together in my brain.
Because it's
Jared,
your weak arm.
That's right,
Yep.
right, Jared? I'm correct?
I believe so, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. But that's
Welcome,
my
Liz.
action. And then I don't think I have a bonus action I want. No, actually, I'm going to use something called... What's it called? Never mind, I'm not going to use it this time. That's my turn. I'm done.
Okay. Rizzy, you're next. There's a ghost right next to you.
I'm gonna hit that ghost with my sledgehammer. Go all out. 26, does that hit?
That's a natural 20, Jake.
That's a natural 20.
Nice.
Does that...
That'll hit. That's a critical. You did extra damage.
So should I roll the damage?
Roll the damage, big guy.
Oh, 8 damage, 8 damage.
No, 18 damage, buddy.
18 damage, sorry.
Is that with the critical damage?
Yeah, that's with the critical damage.
All right. Nice hit. That seems to really have given that ghost something to think about. She's regretting what you... She's regretting what she did.
Seeing stars.
Seeing stars and loving it. That's my
Moon's
Jake,
turn.
Are you sure you don't want to rage?
Oh, I'm gonna rage. Yes, I'm gonna rage.
I want to rage!
What do I roll for rage, Zach?
You just do it, bud.
Okay.
What does your rage look like? What does your rage look like, Jake? That's great. I feel really scared now. All right, Moon's turn.
I'm
Your
gonna start
turn.
my turn. So they're ghosts, and we're just attacking them straight up. You said that ghost regretted that. Does it look like? Is there any reason for me to kind of think they're like that something's up? Like, are they? You know, I'm trying to discern. Is it an illusion, or is there something false going on?
No, not really. I meant it more like the ghost is hurting from getting hit. That yellow circle's the chandelier, by the way.
Yeah. Okay, so they're okay. If it doesn't take me an action to do that, then what I will do is I'm actually gonna stay where I'm at, and I'm gonna looking down from the chandelier, cast Fairy Fire.
Nice.
20-foot cube. Where's my shape? Where's shapes? Any shapes in here? I should be able to get them.
They usually draw them, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Nope.
Measure tool. Use the
square.
measure tool.
Measure tool. There's a way to get both of them. It's a 20-foot cube. I just get everybody. It's
It doesn't
huge.
hurt friends.
It does.
Oh, it does? Oh,
Like
I must be...
if I cast it like there, it's like every creature in a 20-foot cube. So if I cast it how the blue is,
That should be fine.
it'll get
Whoa.
them to, and just to be a little thinker, I want to get the veteran as well.
You're just ribbing him?
Sure, yeah. So each object, it says object, in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light. I'll say it's kind of like pulsing between all three of those.
Nice.
Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light, and must make a dexterity saving throw. DC is not super high. Where's the DC? hazard.
Well, the ghosts fail, and the veteran succeeds.
Okay, perfect. For the duration, they shed dim light in a 10-foot radius. Any attack rolls against affected creatures have advantage, and the affected creature object can't benefit from being invisible.
Nice.
Do I have any bonus actions? Kinda, but I will keep them. I'm done. My turn's over.
All right, Geo.
Fairy fire. Make your jokes.
Okay, so just to confirm, we are doing damage to them.
Yep.
Okay, then I will definitely take a short bow shot at the one that is fighting Geo.
Okay. You mean Rizzy?
Right, that one. My
Okay.
friend, my ally. My
Sounds
closest
good.
ally. So I had to hit with that. Does a 16 hit?
Yep.
Cool. And it's with advantage, so I can sneak attack.
Ooh, nice.
2d6. And my other d6 for short bow. I gotta add 3 piercing. So that'll be 12 points of piercing damage.
All right. She goes down on one knee as almost like it looks almost like she is an inch away from not being alive anymore.
Corporeal, yeah.
Yeah, yep. Very close to second death. We've had one death,
Right,
yes.
well,
What about second death?
I will bonus action hide. I'll kind of slink back into a dark corner, reposition, and notch another arrow.
Excellent. Next one would be the ghosts. Okay, so she is going to do her special action and do horrifying visage. And so I'm going to rule that only 2 people are technically looking at it. I guess you could kind of say Moon is, but I'm gonna go with he's obstructed enough that it doesn't happen to him. So just be Rizzy and Geo need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Which one? The 4 is that?
+0, bud.
0?
Yeah.
Oh, 3.
Oh my! Oh yes!
You
Got a
said
3.
wisdom, right?
Yeah. Oh, Jake, you get the cool outcome, man.
I got a 14.
Okay, you pass, Zach, so yours is not all that interesting, unfortunately. But you're fine. Okay, so the 2 things happen to Rizzy. One, he's frightened for 1 minute. The next, he ages by 1d4 times 10 years. So I need somebody to roll a d4 for me and multiply that by 10. And that's how many years Rizzy goes into the future in age.
Want me to roll that for you, bud?
Yeah.
Rizzy, you're about to become real experienced in a moment.
Only 1. I only rolled a 1.
Are you kidding me? Only 10 years? That's boring. I wanted him to become 40 years older. All right. I'm an old Rizzy. All right, well, 10 years. You got you got the long end of the stick this time. That was best possible outcome for you with that roll.
He's got a better beard is all now. Yeah.
I'm just gonna it off.
If you manage to find someone with greater restoration, you could get it taken care of within 24 hours. Otherwise, it's permanent. Okay. You're writing him off already. That was the one ghost. The other ghost does possession on the veteran. So I'll have him roll his... He passes. So he is not possessed. Moving us on to Beatrice.
Oh, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna try for the two-handed fighting
Just
again.
slice and dice. Slice and dice.
Exactly. Okay. I don't know why I'm rolling digitally. Oh well, that one's 16.
That'll hit.
All right, cool. I gotta learn to get better at like finding my dice when they're in this big pile. 1d6. Here we go. Plus 3, 4. Plus 3 is 7 points of damage. And then the next one. Oh God, only 9 again.
That misses.
I only got the one good hand tonight. Yeah, everybody.
Wait, wouldn't you have advantage because
Fairy fire.
lit up with fair fire?
Yeah, you would have advantage.
Oh, I would. Okay, let me re-roll that one then. A 9 plus 5 is 14.
That hits.
Hello. Okay, thank you. 6 points of damage. I didn't add the modifier that time.
Okay. Well, how do you want to kill him?
Okay, exactly. I've been waiting for this moment. So y'all know what scimitars look like, right? Like the outside little curvy and stuff. I want to have them crossed, kind of like scissors, but like coming out, like an Ahsoka thing from the Clone Wars.
Yep.
And then just like scissor cut the head, or like right through the ethereal body, or you know.
I like
but
it.
Probably the neck. I'm just gonna and cut like a pair of deadly scissors.
And it just disappears into vapor, and you hear an sound like this. It probably didn't come through on the mic, so I'm going to quick take off my noise suppression. Goes, and he basically disappears just like the dead army in Return of the King.
And then I'm gonna yell out, "Woo!" to you too.
And you hear a faint whisper, "No man can kill me."
I am no man.
There we go.
I am no man.
That moves to Rizzy, who's frightened, so I can't remember. He can't get any closer, right?
He can't get closer, but he can attack.
He doesn't need to get closer. He's like, "Ah! Ah!
Okay, I'm
Just
gonna roll.
Yeah, roll
He
for
attacks.
bashing.
He attacks at. He attacks at disadvantage though.
Oh, 19.
Except that with your advantage, it washes out.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Nice. How much damage do you do?
Okay, let me roll the damage real quick. 19 damage.
No,
How do you want to do this? How do you want to do this,
9
Rizzy?
damage.
How do you kill him? Remember, you're terrified. What would scare Jake do if somebody walked into your house and you had to attack him? Okay. But better question: how would scared Jake react if you had a sword and you were confronted with a bear? Okay. It also goes poof into smoke and the sound, and you see laying on the ground a spectral book.
I want to grab it. I'm going to pick it up.
Okay, I'm dropping initiative. That was the end of the fight.
Jake, stop. I'm trying to read
Okay,
something.
stop. Okay, sorry. My bad. I'm not going to touch anything anymore.
You got real excited.
You pick up the book. Do you want to read it? Do you know how to read? I don't know if you know how to read.
I don't.
Oh, in my other game, somebody he has an intelligence of 7, I think. So he often rolls a d20. He says, "This is my reading check for the day." It's like, "Oh, I got a nat 20. I can read 3 syllables. Water deep."
Did I do that?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
Roll and see what happens. Just anything is fine.
14.
Okay, you can read today.
I can read today.
All right. The book here's what the book says. I, the great King Everard, have failed once more. Today I decreed that the castle's kitchen staff would serve me dinner on a gold plate, as is fitting for a king of my stature, but the fools refused, saying that the plate was too valuable to be used for such a purpose. Can you imagine? Valuable? Ha! I tried to assert my authority, but they simply laughed and told me that I was no longer the king, that I was just a madman, living in a fantasy world of my own creation. But I am the king! I have the memories, the visions, the grandeur. I am the one who should be ruling this island, not those insolent fools. I've tried to be regal in so many ways. I've worn my finest clothes, even though they are tattered and worn. I have held court in the great hall, speaking to the empty chairs as if they were filled with advisors and nobles. I have even attempted to give commands to the wind and the waves, as if they were my loyal subjects. But it is all in vain. They do not recognize my authority. They do not see me as the king I truly am. I am the king, and I will not be ignored. The great King Everard.
Did you guys ever see that YouTube short video that was about the guy who identifies as being rich?
No.
That's what that reminds me of.
Well, that's kind of accurate. He's definitely not in his right head, for sure. And basically with a slightly more than cursory search of the castle, because most of the stuff is clutter, you basically don't come up with much else other than there's a small strongbox that has broken open, and you find 37 silver coins in it, and a kind of drab-looking copper ring with a strange symbol carved into it that doesn't look like anything in particular.
Can Ruthie grab the ring?
Sure. You want a copper ring with a weird image on it?
Yes.
You try to put it on. It's slightly too small for your finger. You have to put it on your pinky finger.
Listen, Rizzy, I just can tell you right now, pinky ring, not a good look.
You need to walk around like this all the time now. The ring.
$1 million.
$1 million gold.
I like it, guys. That's all I have for you.
Okay.
You're inducted into the guild, and they give you the benefits, and I will probably just explain that at another time. So.
That sounds good.
Liz.
That was pretty fun for on the spot.
But that was pretty good. That was fun.
So I did use AI a little bit for that,
Liz.
but it was minor.